Move your tails away from my brother, would you?
Zecora! Thanks, Celestia.
Big Mac Apple, can you hear the words I say into your ear?
He was digging when he just keeled over.
He hit the ground so hard that I'm surprised there's not a crater.
Not helping, Trixie.
What?
Trixie, you better back off or I'm liable to throw hooves. You know I'll do it.
Well, that's a fine thank you after I made sure your big bro didn't swallow his own tongue. Also, who's the new pony with you?
That ain't important right now. Big Mac is.
Fine.
Mac, my friend, don't try to pull it with me now. That line is bullshit.
Never thought I'd hear you cuss, Zecora.
Things have changed since we first met. Least of all, our current threat. Mac, what happened? Tell me true. That much I am owed by you.
Nothing major. Just got lightheaded for a second. Sent me a mite dizzy.
Is he infected?
I ain't infected. If you don't believe me, fetch one of Zecora's tester stones and check.
There's no need, I'll reassure the crowd while you stay on the floor. Trixie is a mare to pester, so we'll quickly use this tester.
See? He ain't infected, Trixie. The stone turned yellow, not black.
We only have the zebra's words that those tester stones actually work. And I'm not sure I trust someone who probably can't even get infected by the Cutie mark contagion.
But Zecora has a cutie mark.
Yeah, but have you ever heard of a zebra catching the contagion?
No, I haven't.
Me either.
But that doesn't mean they can't.
Doesn't it? We don't even know where this plague came from. Who's to say that it wasn't a weapon used against us by Zebraca?
But why would they do that? Zebraca was always Equestria's ally.
Maybe they weren't the ally we always thought they were. Maybe they were just biding their time, looking for the right moment to strike. And then, boom!
You better watch what you say, Trixie. That's my dangerous talk, especially to those silly fillies.
Hey!
Cram it down your plot, Daisy. We all know that anytime you or Lily hear something vaguely scary, y'all cause a ruckus to a rival buffalo stampede.
That's not fair.
We're in the middle of the Aponiacalypse. Panicking is a perfectly reasonable response to danger.
Like heck it is. And I ain't about to let y'all start a panic just because you're too flighty to keep a single logical thought in your dang heads. I don't care about politics or Zebraca or harebrained theories about where the Cutie mark contagion really came from. I care about the ponies and the here and now. And we're all of us here now. Zecora ain't never done nothing to make us doubt her. And you know as well as I do that she's just as much of a risk of catching the plague as we are. Zebras got cutie marks just the same as ponies do.
Maybe just the same. I've never seen an infected zebra.
Because Zecora is the only zebra who ever lived in Equestria. You stupid nag.
Hey! I'm not stupid or a nag!
Correlation don't mean causation, Trixie. You're plenty welcome to leave the caves if and you don't like the way we're doing things here. I'm sure there's something left of your wagon up on the surface. Even if it is in pieces all over Ponyville.
No, I'm just, looking out for the group. Yeah, that's it. Just making sure we're all safe and taken care of.
Zecora's the one making sure we're all safe and taken care of. She found each and every one of us and gave us a hope and a place to wait out this dumb plague. She takes care of the injured, organizes folks to make sure that we all got enough food, protects the cave entrance and exits with her shaman magic. What exactly have you done to help any pony lately, Trixie? 'Cause it sounds to me like you're doing an awful lot of complaining and bellyaching for someone who benefits from Zecora's work without contributing a whole bunch yourself.
I keep morale high with my heart-lifting performances, of course.
You mean you do dumb card tricks while the rest of us are making sure we're fed and sheltered? My big brother was making room for all of us to live here in the caves while you were just slacking off like you always do. Why the heck did some pony as lazy and cowardly as you survive and my sister didn't?
Hey now, that's uncalled for.
Screw you, Thunderlane. You still got your whole family down here in these caves, while half of mine is up on the surface, and the only one I got left is fixing to work himself to death and leave me alone. It ain't fair. It ain't fair. It ain't fair. It ain't fair.
Mac, I don't mean to assume, and I've tried to give you your room, but these words I must fume. Please, talk to little Apple Bloom.
You're right, Zecora. And when you're right, you're right. Apple Bloom.
I'm sorry, Big Mac. I don't mean to be so mean. I ought to be grateful I'm even alive, but...
You got a right to be angry, I reckon. You've been through a lot.
I ain't special in that regard. Every pony down here has been through a lot.
Yeah, but not every pony sister was patient zero. I know you're hurting for her, Bloom. And for Granny. I am too. I don't like to talk about what happened, but it ain't right that you feel like you can't talk about it just because of me. You ought to feel like you can tell me anything. I'm your big brother. But I've been doing a pretty poor job of it lately.
It ain't your fault, Mac. You got a lot on your mind.
That's no excuse. You're my kin, Apple Bloom, and we might be the only two apples left in the whole of Equestria, for all we know.
There's still a chance Appaloose is okay. Just because we ain't heard from Cousin Brightburn and the other Apple family members out west doesn't mean they're gone.
Bloom, I admire your optimism. Truth is, your optimism was... Well, I've been so down since Applejack and Granny... Since we lost them, that your optimism was hard to take. It felt wrong to look for any good in a situation so completely awful. But that's my issue, not yours. And I had no right to make it your problem. You did nothing wrong. Zecora's been trying to talk sense into me for a while now, but I never had the ears to listen to her. You're a little kid, Bloom. You've grown up so much since we had to abandon the farm. You're smarter and harsher than you used to be, but you're still a kid, and I did you wrong by forgetting that. I should have been protecting you, not making you my emotional support animal.
You're what?
Ain't that what it's called?
My goober.
Okay then. I should have been your emotional support goober instead of the other way around.
That's not what I mean. But I appreciate you saying that. I just miss Applejack and Granny so darn much. It's been this great big ball of hurt inside me, all hot and prickly and awful in my belly. And no matter what I do, it don't get any smaller nor easier to handle. It's always there, just sitting inside me, waiting for me to stop distracting myself enough to notice it again. I try to distract myself by helping you or Zecora or Pinky and Rarity, but it's hard because I just want them back so much. And it feels like it'll never stop hurting. Like nothing will ever get any better for me or you or any of us because of the contagion.
The princesses will come back, and they'll bring that help they talked about. They'll fix all of this.
You don't believe that.
I'll believe in whatever I need to, if it means you get to see tomorrow, and that tomorrow is a sight better than today or yesterday.
You deserve that too, Big Mac.
Maybe.
Please, don't talk like that. I know you feel guilty that you couldn't save Granny after Applejack, after she got infected, but it weren't your fault. No pony knew what was gonna happen if an infected pony bit someone. Granny wouldn't want you to feel guilty over reasonable ignorance.
Gosh darn it. When did you get so mature?
Happened while you were busy being a goober, I guess.
I love you, Apple Bloom.
And I love you too, big brother.
Aw, that's really sweet.
Yeah, super sweet.
You know, if this was a horror movie, you two would be so dead in the next 5 minutes.
Trixie!
What? Why does every pony keep picking on me? I'm not the enemy here. I'm a victim, just like all of you. I deserve the same amount of respect as any other pony. But you're all so mean to me all the time. Like my feelings don't matter.
That's not true, Trixie.
No, it's true. You all think that just because I'm a performer instead of a farmer or a medic or something useful that I don't count. So you treat me like shit. But I have feelings too. I lost ponies too. Everything I owned was in my wagon and it's gone. My whole life torn up and destroyed by the infected ponies just because I came back to this stupid town. Not only that, but I finally made a real friend for the first time in my whole life. Someone who actually, truly cared about me. And because of this stupid plague, I'll never get to see her again. The one pony in all of Equestria who actually gave a damn about me is dead, and it sucks. But you don't see me crying about it. You don't see me crying.
Should some pony go after her? Zecora?
Ain't you her boyfriend? Seems to me you should be the one to chase her.
I'm not. That's not. It's just. The physical intimacy doesn't mean. We both just need someone to. We're not putting a label on it.
Only because you know she's still in love with Starlight Glimmer and you can't compete with a ghost.
Apple Bloom.
Sorry. That was... Sorry, Thunderlane. That was reflex. You didn't deserve that. But I do think you should be the one to go after her. You're closer to Trixie than any pony else in the group.
Oh, okay. I'll just... Okay, then. I guess I'll go make sure she's okay. I guess.
Big Mac, please don't pick me rude. But you should really get some food. You passed out, boy, right on the floor. Your body cannot take much more.
Boy? Ain't I older than you?
A lady never tells her age. And that's true, even of this sage.
She's right, Mac. You should eat. You're working yourself into exhaustion.
Pinkie Pie is cooking, I think.
She looked like she was cooking.
She looked like she was about to cry.
Her face scares me when it gets like that.
Okay. I'll take better care of myself. Just one thing, though.
Yeah, big brother?
Who the heck is this new pony who's been watching and listening to us this whole time? And where's Rarity? Ain't she back yet?
Well, now, Mac, that is a tale. Come sit and eat while I detail what this newcomer told me just. We have many things to be discussed, although perhaps now that I think it, some things here may surely sink it. Lily, Daisy, please now comply, and go to help dear Pinkie Pie. She feels upset, distressed, and sad. Some help might make her feel less bad.
Oh, sure, Zecora.
We can do that.
You know she's only sending us away so we don't hear what the new pony has to say, right?
Who cares? Being in charge and making all those big decisions seems super scary. Better her than us.
Damn straight.
It's not the same when you say it.
Yeah. I miss Rose too.
Zecora?
What's up? Why'd you send every pony away?
Listen, Apple Ponies do. To what this pony says to you. Listen well and mark these words. Then ask your questions afterwards.
That important, huh? Well, you ain't steered us wrong yet, Zecora. I'm willing to listen to whatever this stranger has to say, if you vouch for him.
Me too. Whatever it is, it's got you so excited you're bouncing like a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
That was a good one, Bloom. Applejack could be proud.
Thanks, Big Mac, for everything. Now, Now, come on, stranger. You can start by telling us your name, why Zecora's so gosh darn antsy, and what the heck those papers are you're holding so tight like you think we might rob them right out of your hooves.
You have papers? Let me see. Oh my goodness. Can this be?
What do they say?
Zecora, are you crying?
I think you may shed a tear. Sorry. Look right here.
Research notes of Twilight Sparkle.
This might be our world's salvation from Contagion's foul damnation.